For those of you who don't know much about ArabNet, ArabNet is started 2 years ago with the vision of really growing the web and mobile industry in the region. Traditionally, we've worked purely in digital. So we've worked with things like social media, web content, advertising, but we felt that we've seen over the last couple of years what I call the mainstreamization of the digital industry, right? The integration of these digital technologies across all sectors, and the emerging importance of everyone understanding what it means to be digital. So, I'm going to kick off the day with a quick presentation about the trends that are going on in this sector. But before I do that, I want to get a quick straw poll because we want to make sure that we have appropriately sized rooms for the rest of the tracks, the rest of the day. So can I get a quick show of hands of people who are interested in each track? People who are interested in healthcare, can you please give me a big hands up? Okay. Can I get people who are interested in education? Okay. People who are interested in banking? And people who are interested in travel and tourism? Okay. So we got roughly even mix, except for I think healthcare is probably the least. Okay, so great. What will be happening is after we do, the morning is designed as a general discussion about trends that are going on in this sector. We'll be kicking off with a panel on mobility, exploring what's going on in enterprise mobility and the opportunity in the market. After the coffee break, we're going to have something that's not in your booklet, an announcement of a recent investment by a venture capital fund in a health-related startup. And we thought it would be a cool way to showcase that, digital technology and enterprises are getting closer together. After that, we'll have a couple of talks about vision from leading technology companies, including IBM and Intel, followed by a session on how digital is being integrated in customer relationship management and the importance of social media and listening when dealing with your customers in the digital age. After lunch, we'll break into the 4 tracks. The 4 tracks will take place, one here in this hall, another one in Bray Hall down the hallway. The Pierre Hall is also down the hallway, and Noura Hall is just up the stairs and to the left. There'll be signage to indicate which session is in which track, so you'll be able to find it easily. Great. All good so far? Any questions? Good. So I wanted to kick off with a talk about how digital technology is transforming society. Not just geeks. This is for everyone. There are 42 million Facebook users in the MENA region, growing by 36,000 every day. There are more than 2 million active Twitter users in the region. 88% of people who are surveyed say they use social networking sites daily, and 65% have 4 or more social media accounts. We're talking Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. There are 100 million YouTube video plays every day. Just to give you a sense, Saudi Arabia is the #1 country in terms of video plays, YouTube video plays per capita in the world. 85% of mobile internet users have downloaded apps. What I really want to focus on here is how, can someone of the staff please go up and see what's going on? Thank you. Digital technology is empowering individuals and changing their relationship to content, companies, communities, and government. And this is what I want to talk about here today. First, let's start with content. It used to be that to get content, the people who were making content were traditional media companies. The NBCs of the world, the MBCs of the world had kind of a monopoly over content creation. It took a lot to be able to create and distribute some kind of content. Today, the internet has democratized the process of content creation and distribution. I'm going to take an example here from the Apple App Store, right? If you look at the App Store, there are 510,000 active apps in the App Store and 118,000 publishers. That gives us about 4.3 apps per publisher. That means, unlike the old model where we had a number of big companies that monopolized the process of content creation, we're seeing a tremendous amount of smaller organizations, individuals even, who are creating relevant content and being able to distribute and monetize it. And I've included 2 examples here from the region. Birdie Num Num, who actually spoke yesterday, they are a 3-person team who created a small game that was downloaded more than 400,000 times in 1 week. This is a reach that we've never seen before the digital age. Another one is Doodle Destroy, which was an app created by a 14-year-old Kuwaiti kid who has had more than 900,000 downloads. A 14-year-old in Kuwait. The other thing that I want to talk about is distribution, right? It used to be that we would go to these main sites to read our content. We would go to CNN or we would go to BBC, and we would consume all of our content from one place. Today we're seeing destination sites losing importance, and people are connecting to and consuming content through their social feeds. So what I want to talk about here is a couple of examples of sites that will read through your social feed, your Facebook feed and your Twitter feed, select the links that are being shared by your friends and the people that you follow, and put them for you in the format of a traditional media source. So this looks like a newspaper, but actually what it's doing, it's pulling all of these articles that are being shared by my friends. So I'm not going to TechCrunch. Actually, TechCrunch, the articles that my friend find relevant are coming to me. This is from Paperly, and this is Flipboard, right? And this is a very similar application. Here's content shared by Sanat Awile or Sultan Al-Qasimi, who I follow on Twitter, and it gives me this in a nice, easy-to-read format. The second thing I want to talk about is how digital technology is transforming the relationship between individuals and companies. It used to be that for companies to be able to reach out to their consumers, they would go out, they would get an expensive ad campaign, they would buy a lot of media, they would spread their message in media, they would push this marketing message. Today that's changing very quickly, right? And what we're seeing today is that customers are averse to this kind of push messaging. I want to ask you guys, when was the last time you clicked on an internet advertisement? Raise your hand if you can remember the last time you clicked on an internet ad. Okay, very few. I see the advertising people in the room are clicking on internet ads. So that kind of advertising, I mean, I don't want to put it harshly, but it's slowly dying, right? And what we are seeing is a new kind of advertising, a new kind of way for companies to connect with their consumers. And this new way is by adding value and creating forums where people can come together and around shared interests. So one of these examples is the American Express Open Forum. What they did is they created a platform for people who have small businesses to come together, share tips around running their small business. They have experts who are writing content that's relevant to these people, right? And so this platform is branded American Express, but it's not pushing deals and offers. What it is doing is it's creating value and building a relationship with the brand. Another example is Starbucks. And this is a campaign that they did called My Starbucks Idea. And the concept of this was, why don't we ask our customers for their ideas about how to improve our processes, how to improve our venues, how to improve our products. And so you'll see more than 100,000 ideas were crowdsourced from people for improvements to Starbucks. And this is a way that Starbucks is able to build loyalty and build its relationship with its customers. To look at some statistics regionally, 77% of users have liked a brand on Facebook, and 88% would recommend a brand based on their experience on Twitter. 50% have received customer service via Twitter. And this is something we'll also talk about in the session coming up. Third, how is the digital technology changing relationship between individuals and communities? Now, it used to be that communities would form only slowly, organically, over time, within a set geography, right? We would have to build individual relationships that eventually build communities. Today, this process is being rapidly changed by the internet. Does anyone recognize this? Raise your hand if you recognize it. Okay, so this is actually a graph, an infographic of all the people who were tweeting about the revolution in Egypt. And the red ones are the ones in Arabic, the blue ones are the ones in English, and the connections, you can't see the connections well here because of the light, but there's tons of little connections, and those connections are people who are responding to each other and retweeting each other. And these people are across different countries. There are Saudis in this list, there are Syrians, Lebanese. I'm actually on the list somewhere down here. I can see a lot of people in this room are actually on this. Dr. Bahir Khan is on this list, right? And this was a community that was created across borders. These people, some of them have never met each other, but through interactions around shared messages like the Jan 25 hashtag, like the Tahrir Square, like the video of Wael Ghanem crying on Dream TV, or the images of these revolutionaries, Bouazizi, right? الشعب يريد إسقاط النظام, which I'm not being political here, but I'm talking about the power of a message to spread over a digital medium and build a new kind of community. If you look at digital media after Egypt's revolution, it has been flourishing. And Khan here, who is speaking at our forum, will be able to give you a better sense of more updated numbers. But immediately after the revolution, we're talking about a 100% jump in time spent per user per month on the internet. We saw a 24% jump in Facebook users and 65% jump in Twitter users. And this is happening across the board, across the region. Finally, how is digital media changing the relationship between individuals and governments? This is a really great slide from another talk that I attended before. This looks at people who answer the question, I almost never trust governments to put the national interest first. In 1987, 11% of people thought that their government did not put their interest first. Today, 40% of people surveyed think that their government does not put their interest first. There is a huge increase in distrust of people for their governments. But new media can be a great tool to build the relationship between governments and people. This is an initiative that was done actually in Lebanon. It's called Sharik 961. It was an initiative to monitor the Lebanese elections. And what it was, it allowed people to use their mobile phones, to use Twitter, at voting polling stations, take pictures of things that were happening, if they saw someone doing something wrong, someone voting twice, someone who was being pressured, and send this to the central platform where all of these different things were being logged in. So we had a way of monitoring what was going on, right? And expressing to each other and to the government that we are making them accountable. Another thing is something that we can aspire to is what they're doing in the UK. And this is the website of 10 Downing Street, which is the office of the Prime Minister in the UK, and some of the initiatives that they've done. You can see any spending over £25,000 on their site. It all has to be documented. You can see the strategic plans, the business plans of all the government divisions. You can see all the contracts. Any contract that you want to apply for, they've got a sub-site where you can go in as a contractor and bid for a government contract. Now, I know we have a far way to go to get there, but this shows us the possibilities of what the internet can do to help us build a better relationship with a more transparent and accountable government. So then the real question is, we've talked about how internet is empowering individuals. The question is, how are you going to connect with communities and leverage the power of individuals? Thank you.